It was the Friday morning early at 7 a.m. when I opened my eyes in a hospital bed where two men were standing looking right at me. Don't know from how long. And one of them spoke and claimed to be a friend. I got scared because they seemed serious and I couldn't remember a thing. Then a doctor entered the room and asked them to leave for a while because he needed to run some tests on me. Then both of them went out. I asked the doctor why I was there lying in a hospital. He said I had a car accident, and after he was done with me, he left the room without saying much. I still didn't remember anything, then heard the voices outside the room. I looked through the people, and the cops and the doctor were talking about me. The doctor said I had lost my memory. It's important. He was there from opening salvo. How long is it going to take him to regain back his memory? One of the cops asked. Don't know, we have to wait, the doctor replied. After hearing them, I got panicked. Lots of questions about my ID were ringing inside me. Who am I? Am I a suspect on something? Am I guilty? Why am I important? Am I a cop? I questioned myself a lot but got no idea about self. Then again I heard sound. It was a tram outside and I jumped back in the bed. That time I was more like a possum. I had my eyes closed but I knew there were people talking, two people talking. Although my eyes were closed I could still hear them. Is he sleeping? Yeah, I think so. Look, let him sleep. Let him take some rest. We can come after. I was listening to their conversation and they went outside. I heard the door slam, then opened my eyes and looked through the window slowly. There were cops everywhere. Some of them seemed like VIPs who were on nice talks. I didn't know them, and unless I got my memory back, I couldn't rely on them. So somehow I escaped from there. From that hospital, but didn't know where to go. And I was walking and started running very carefully. And because that time I didn't want to get people's attention. Then suddenly a car from nowhere swerved to my left, and a man said me to hop in. I hopped in and asked him why he gave me a lift. He told me back that he was my chauffeur. Now that was stunning. A chauffeur? Who am I? He replied, you got a business of weapons. The police got an angle on you, sir. You were under surveillance whole time. When they came after you, there was a fight. In firing, you killed two officers and ran away. While cops were chasing you, you had an accident which got your brain so hard that you don't remember anything. And unless you relapsed back, cops can't arrest you. Now what's that? How did you know I'm escaped? And where are we going now? I get my own sources. And you're my boss. So it's my responsibility to watch your back. We're going to this warehouse, I know. There's nowhere else we can go. Cops will be searching you everywhere. I didn't know what to say, so I kept silence. From early morning I was in problem. I woke up and saw new faces, found myself in a very strange situation. From there my confusion started. At the hospital, two men talked to me as a friend. I was known for some while. And I escaped from there and got a lift from a totally strange guy. For him, I got some bad business of weapons and I killed two police officers. That's why cops were chasing me. It was almost 9 a.m. and I hadn't washed my face, but I was definitely seeing new faces. Each one of them got different idea about me. It was almost 2 hours I ran from the hospital and I was still in chaos. After we went to the warehouse, he told me to stay inside and he would be back in a minute. He walked through the alley. I was waiting for him. It took too much time to come back, so I followed him through the alley. There I saw him talking with somebody else, whose face seemed familiar, but I didn't recognize him, and I listened to their conversation. Does he remember anything? Another man said. No, he's amnesiac now. Okay, unless he's fine, he's no threat to us. Yeah, but sooner or later he'll know and remember everything. You're right. That's why we'll focus all our attention on him. For now, change the place. Take him somewhere else. After that, I was back to the place I was supposed to be. And that my so-called chauffeur said exactly what he was told for. He said we have to move on, which I already knew. And when I asked him why we had to move, he started forcing me. So I just knocked him out and ran away from there. I hid for some time in a small restaurant on the other side of the town. There again I saw this same two person I confronted first in the hospital. I was scared, but I didn't run. I didn't. They were right in front of me. What do you guys want? Do I owe you something? I questioned them. What, you owe us? What you saying, Amit? We're friends. Amit, that's all you got from me? What makes you think I'll believe you guys? I'm not your friend, I'm a businessman, I responded. You're what? Who told you that? You're not a businessman, you're just a taxi driver and your name is Amit. Yeah, you gotta believe us. If we're not supposed to be your friend, then how come we met you in a hospital in that kind of tight security? The other man spoke too. But I still didn't buy that. I panicked, and I also heard noises like a fracas outside, so I ran but smashed my face to the door and there was a blackout. And after some time, I heard vehicle sound but couldn't open my eyes. And later when I did, I was surprised to find myself in a taxi. I saw other vehicles were stuck in traffic because of me. I had been dreaming since I stopped the taxi in a red light. It was more than an hour, and that was just a freaky dream. And hell, I am a taxi driver in real, but that dream was still in a cliffhanger, and I was really curious about my lost identity, and I hope to figure it out when I dream it for the next time. That's all for now.